Okay,
Leave.
how you was so silly? Today we are in today we are in the creative corner with Kareem, aka Mr. Bake. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks for joining us in the creative circle where we like to ask people how they turn their idea and turn it into a business. And you know, not everybody's a cook and not everybody can take their cooking skills and go on national television. So tell us a little bit about how you got started and how you create and hustle.
I well, honestly, when you say it like that, I've been hustling since I was a kid. So I fell in love with sweets at a young age. Let's say
Wait.
middle
What type
school,
of sweets?
baked goods. So cakes,
Zebra cake?
pies, cookies, huh?
Zebra cake?
No. Like your mama made a cake and we were at a family, you were at like a family function and you ate a cake. No, I mean, granted, don't get me wrong, we were kids, so I demolished those little Debbie cakes. Tell me to eat them
Yes.
now? No, ma'am.
That's what's up. Well, we are in the creative corner with Kareem, aka Mr. Bake, on ESPN Richmond 106.1. What do you think the hardest part of your journey from transitioning into like a hobby to going to where you are now? Like, what was the point that was like, okay, I don't even know if this may work out?
A lot of times, I don't know if this is gonna work out. To be honest, right? But I love what I do, so I just stayed the path. But it's been a lot of times, honestly, maybe especially when my mom passed in 2017, I was ready to throw everything in the trash. I was just at my lowest, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm not really making any money, and that's when things really started to turn around as I started to like come out of that depression.
Okay. I could respect that. I could definitely, and then trust me, I know those moments where you have them and you're just like, I don't know if this is gonna work out. But the other thing I want to ask you is how important do you think it is to have a circle around you that's also motivated in doing things? Because I've been in places a lot of times where you're hanging out with people and it's just like, I don't really know if you benefiting me or dragging me down, you know?
That's real. That's such a loaded question because I'm learning stuff about that now. Honestly, in the last year, I have changed the circle of friends that I've hang around or who I call and pour a lot of energy into because I realized that I was carrying a lot of those relationships on my back. And the type of person that I am, I'm a caring, I pour into people, I follow up on you and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
remember things you said to me and it wasn't being reciprocated. And honestly, I realized that all that energy I was putting into everybody else, I should have been putting it into myself because now I'm starting to see true fruits of my labor being bare on this tree, you know?
So we are in the creative corner on ESPN Richmond 106.1. And Kareem, I want to ask you, you talked about getting the right circle around you. Now that you're elevating into different levels and you're becoming a bigger brand, just like I know you can't do it all by yourself.
Yes.
So, what's the process like for you, like actually selecting folks for your team when you know there are people who aren't as motivated, who may have other intentions behind getting behind someone who's already on national television? Like, how does that work for you?
All right. So first things first, you got to definitely be empowering yourself. That had to start with me realizing that I need a team to build this. Number one, and then realizing I need to then relinquish a lot of the responsibilities as being a small business owner and doing a lot of it by myself for a very long time. It's hard. It's your baby. You're like I'm giving a little bit of somebody, a little bit of my baby to somebody. You know how a
Yeah.
mom is or a parent is like, nah, you can hold my baby, but you can't watch it. So for me, I had to get over that and trust and love myself. Then what I did is I used my friends because most of them were already the good ones, the reliable ones.
Yeah.
Most of them were already excited for what I had going on. And all I did was ask them like, yo, you have a specific skill set that I like, and I want to know, could you be a part of bringing this brand to the next level, And then on the back end, I'll pay you, because I'm all about paying people because money makes people move faster, make the world go round. So that's what I did.
Are you at the point where you're people are coming to you, do you find that it's easy to work with people who come to you and say, hey, how can I help out? Or do you find it better to see the traits in people and go after them and try to get them to work? Like, what option has worked for you?
Both of them work for me. I'm gonna tell you right now, honestly, since I've started working on opening myself up to people coming in and working for me and helping me out, people actually now are coming to me that like good people. They're like, yo, I see, I want to help you. And those
Hmm.
people, because they obviously they all got some kind of personal agenda. So you figure out what that
Of
personal
course.
agenda is.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, I want to lift up my platform and I want to maybe ride your coattails. And that's totally fine, but you're gonna do what I need done to bring me up while you still trying to get yourself up there as well. So long as both hands are washing each other, I'm okay with that. So honestly, I think it's a little bit of both. You need to seek out people that you think are going to be really great for your brand, but then you also need to let people in that you think are going to be great for your brand. And when I say let them in and share your thoughts, you don't have to do it the first day. Like gradually trust them, be friends with, like you built your friendship. You didn't
Yeah.
freaking start being friends with people and then go on a trip with them. You know what I mean? You went to dinner, you went to a bar, you hung around a house, you did small things to develop like, yo, this is my best friend. So stuff like that.
That's what's up. So, what I want to ask you next is okay, so going from taking this as a hobby to now going on television, what was that first moment on television from, actually being there and recording it and then seeing it? Like, how did that feel? Did it look like the way you remember you recorded it? Like,
That's so much. These are all loaded questions for me. But all right, so I'm gonna answer this for the show that actually got picked up because I did a pilot and like 2 years before and actually did a show that got picked up. So for the show that got picked up, getting like actually making it there, it was wild. I was like, yo, you finally are like about to make a show. I mean, you're about to tape a show that's actually going to air. This is what you wanted to do. You wanted to challenge yourself, and you're here. So just have fun. And that's what I did. Honestly, if you know, it's like I have an alter ego, and it switches. So it's kind of like when that light come on and they say action that time ago, I'm in there baking because that's my craft. But it's
it's
that
entertainment.
personality, that energy. It just
Yeah.
rises to the top, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm talking crap, stuff like that. So it's like somebody kind of takes over me a little bit, to be honest.
All right, folks. Well, we have been speaking with Kareem, aka Mr. Bake, in the Creative Corner. The last thing I really want to ask you is, for someone who cooks or someone who bakes, what do you think the best gem that you could possibly give out to them would be to
This
take
is
it to
actually
the
for
next level?
this is actually for anybody outside of the cooking industry because I would say learn to learn to unlearn and love yourself because soon as you are really able to do that, anything that you put your mind and soul and body to, it's gonna happen for you. Period.
I like that. Well, Kareem, give the people your socials, let them know where they can find you, and let us know what you have coming up next.
All right, I can be currently be seen at. No, I'm just playing. But no, you
That's
can you can catch me on Instagram as well as Twitter, Mr. Bake Sweets. So that's MrBakesWeets. That's also MrBakesweets.com. So everything is Mr. Bake Sweets, or just Google Mr. Bake, and I should pull up. Google me, baby.
that's the perfect statement for 2022. I feel like everyone should be screaming that. Well, I want to thank you for sliding on into the creative corner. Where we like to ask creatives how they took their ideas and turned them into a business. I will talk to you soon, my friend.
All right, thank you so much for having me. Peace, y'all.
All right.